The eggs, the all you can eat unlimited bottomless fallout hard-boiled eggs.
Those were weird.
Those were good.
They were
if
good,
they were
but
shaped
it was
like not eggs.
Yeah. It was so weird because you're looking at it, you're like, is this supposed to be why does it? It's sweet. It's weird.
It looked accurate. That's what was scary about it.
I know they were really good, but it was really weird to eat them.
It was like there was
Fallout?
so much. I think it's from Fallout, but there was so much speculation on like which one of the HHN booth foods we were gonna have at the RIP buffet, and it was like, okay, I hope we have this. I hope we have this. Of course, we walk in and like the only thing is pizza fries and the bottomless eggs.
No, the sloppy joes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes,
Sloppy
Sloppy
Joes.
Joes.
And the honey spam thing with the cheddar tots that we
that
all
was
love,
so
the cheddar
good.
tots.
Oh,
That was
cheddar
the best
tots.
thing.
The cheddar
where was
tots
that
were the
from?
best.
What booth was that
I think that one was at the
I
Fallout.
can't remember. I have a whole
Could've
list of all the
sworn
foods, but it
with
might
the
be a
pickles.
Fallout.
I wish the pickles was at RIP. The pickles were so good.
I just wanted the cheddar tots. I don't need the spam part.
from? Oh, I
Although
love
it was
spam.
good. The spam part was good.
I don't like spam, so
I don't like spam.
I don't like spam.
Is that a skit? I feel like
It
that's a
should be.
thing. No,
It should
you don't
be.
know Monty Python?
I do know Monty Python, but I can't remember if it's a skit or not.
I
It's off
don't
my head.
like spam. That's what it sounds
I
like.
just keep. Now you're just reminding me of. He's a very naughty boy.
What?
Yeah, son of Life of Brian. Come on,
Oh, okay.
very naughty boy.
We should start
Oh yeah.
the podcast.
Oh yeah, that thing, that part.
Are we? All right. Haley's sleeping. I'll see how long it takes her to wake up. So I'm trying not to be loud. We have to NPR this again.
I don't know about
Oh
that.
God.
Hello and welcome to the ParkStop podcast. I've never actually listened to NPR. I just know impressions of it from like Family Guy or whatever.
Oh my God.
My name's Alicia Stella. Joining me as always is my co-host Ian.
Hey kids.
And you're so good at that. And we have a very special guest, of course. Nene is here.
Hi.
And we're giving our review of our experience at Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, HHN34, 2025, all of the numbers.
I was gonna say we need more numbers.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to be quiet much longer. All it takes is one of y'all to say something stupidly funny, and I'm going to laugh so hard. But we
would
did.
never.
It has been a week. It has been one full week since we did our RIP tour at the Halloween Horror Nights. We went the second week of the event. And we are now heading into week 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've heard there's already been some changes.
Yeah, I did too.
There's been a couple
Has there?
changes to Hatchet and Chains and a big change to Fallout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Interesting that I thought second week would be safe. We might have to start going third week.
Yeah. I'm going next weekend.
Yeah, you can report to us with the what's different.
Yeah, I'll remember, but we'll see.
But yeah, so we did a private tour with our group of 11.
Yeah. We're getting popular.
Sometimes it's like herding cats. There's a lot of us.
That's a lot of herding cats because
A
we're
lot
all
of
like,
potty
let's
breaks.
go that way.
a lot of potty breaks. And
Yep.
most of them are mine. Big thank you again, second year in a row to Josh. S. For we requested him and he graciously accepted. Thank you so very much.
Thanks, Josh.
I don't think we could have accomplished all that we wanted to accomplish if it weren't for you.
And we had tons of punny jokes from Josh. It was great. Every house, he had a list going.
Well, I appreciate a good pun, and he had like 16 per house.
Yeah, so many, and it just kept going. It just kept going.
Oh, it was good. It was like Jungle Cruise
really
when you get a really good. Anyway, Josh, thank you so much for enduring the amount of walking that we requested.
Oh, some of the houses too. The way you get to them this year because of the construction stuff is so much.
So we're going to be going in order of everything we did and give our thoughts and our experiences. We did almost every house twice. I should have really pushed for that last one just one more time because I actually liked that one we skipped, but that's okay.
Which one?
We did the Grave of Flesh. We only did that one once.
Oh, it smelled so good.
Oh, that's
It did
true. We
smell
kind of
nice
missed out
in
on
there.
that.
Yeah.
It smelled
Yeah.
nice.
freshly cut grass. So there will be house spoilers, but if you're watching the video version, I'm not going to show anything but logos. So nothing visual, just our own experiences. And yeah, I think this is an interesting year because I know, like, from my personal experience, I think all of the houses were like extremely high quality.
Yeah, they were really well done. There was a lot of theming.
But I think I was tired. I think the child has caught up with me or something, and I was just a walking zombie. And so like, it's hard for me to give like my opinions on houses when I know like consciously that they were all amazing, but also I think I was like zoning out through most of the houses.
I think Cass said that she found last year scarier, but the houses were better done this year. That makes sense.
So it's not just me. I feel like
I don't know, Nene. What do you think?
I feel like we were so exhausted for some reason, and like I don't even have a child, and I was like dragging my body across the entire evening. It was so hard to rally, especially towards the end.
But at a certain point we just gave up. We're like, you know what, Josh, you can go cut out early. We're just done. We're just done.
We did so much,
and that's so out of character for us.
It's so much walking when you have a private tour, but
we did 18 houses though, which is the same as last year. So
you did.
Yeah, it's true.
We did almost the same exact things we did last year, except for we were like an hour faster.
Because we didn't have to redo the show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We had a technical difficulty last time and had to redo the show. So we saved some time this time. We got to eat some more foods this time. I do think that was actually a good call. Thank you to members of our group that pushed for that. I think that we should probably integrate that into our yearly ritual because that was fun.
Especially later at night when the lines are gone.
And we were starving.
Yes, that too.
So just going in order, the first house that we did was Hatchet and Chains.
So fun.
I was going to pull up the actual information. Hatchet and Chains Demon Bounty Hunters. And I was already miserable because it was mildly raining.
Yeah.
And I hate rain. And I'm like, I can't believe it's going to rain all night. I'm so angry. And like it stopped within an hour and it barely sprinkled. And only Jen and Cass got soaked.
Yeah, exactly.
This one had a funky sort of first run, right? Because the main character was not out front when we first did it. Was that correct? Is this the right one?
That was
like the old lady on the porch.
The old lady wasn't out front, and I think we missed one of the other Hatchet and Chains when we first went through. There was something missing the first time.
Yeah, there was a couple things missing, and it was like, it's not necessarily the house's fault. We got an early start to the point where I don't think the event had technically started yet.
Yeah. It was daytime.
So we're running through this house before, like a half hour before the events even start. So like kudos to Universal for letting people stay and scream and go early on a few houses. And I think that might be why we kind of got an early start on this. I don't know. But yeah, we did do it again later and we got some of the stuff we were missing. But I have to say, this is one of my favorites.
It's a really good house. I really
it had the
enjoyed
right vibes and stuff. And I almost feel bad that Fallout was the same year because it almost felt like we had two Western houses next to each other.
Yeah, sort of.
I mean, they both had shootout scenes with like holes in the wall and the air puffs going back and forth. Like it was exactly the same scene in two houses back to back. It was very unusual.
Yeah, I'm okay with that though. I don't mind the Western vibes like that for at least some of it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think this was better than Fallout. So
yeah, well,
sorry, Fallout.
Yeah, I mean, there's hatchets, so I'm happy.
Was this the house with like the bullet holes on the walls and they would like puff out like that was my favorite effect
really
of
good.
Any of the
and
houses,
the glowing light behind them. It was very cool.
Did either of you catch the upside down train at the end?
Yeah, the second time we did it especially.
Yeah.
Because it had that projection train effect, which was really cool.
Loved.
And then there's like an explosion, and I was the last one walking out, and I was like, "Guys, you're missing it! It's exploding!" It blew smoke in my face, and I could see the upside down wheel the second time we went through.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
My only thing was like, I got out of the house, and I'm like, I don't think I like the look of the demons. They're like neon glow paint or something.
Yeah,
they're not very scary. I wanted like scary regular red devil demons, I guess.
I was thinking demons, but also I think I could have done without the like intro like carcasses on the floor. I don't know if that like did that add much or was it just like?
Oh, are you talking about the dead horse outside?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I thought the guy stuck to the well was kind of fun, or whatever that thing is.
What about? Isn't this the one that has like a skinned horse later on?
I think so.
What was with that? And also, I'm not opposed to it, but what was with that?
I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be Western, so I guess they're making it Western. I don't know. But that house was more like walking through the scenery for me. I really like the scenery, and I like the characters more than the scare actor demon things, for sure.
See, that's how I felt about every house that whole night. It was like, and I'm usually all for the sets. Like, I don't care about scares or anything.
Yeah.
Because it usually doesn't get to me. I'm more just looking at all the amazing set design. And
Mhm.
it felt like this was a year where all the set design was on point and most of the scares were just forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was fighting for my life. So
You and Cass are always fighting for your lives.
I will say,
you are the entertainment of the tour for us.
I will
just
say
so you know.
one of my best experiences was when I was right behind you and Cass. So
Yeah.
I do think it definitely improves the quality of a house to see what other people getting scared looks like.
oh god.
My favorite run of a house was being trapped between Cass and Nene in front of me and my friend Amy behind me. And that was a highlight of the night. It wasn't even my favorite house. I just couldn't stop laughing.
I'm in the back with all of the brave people, and we're all just looking around, nodding. Like, oh
That's
yeah, nice, okay, yeah.
It was so bad. But I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like I have the opposite effect, where I'm trying to appreciate the set design, but it's like so hard because I'm quite literally fighting for my life. Like, it's so hard for me to like let my guard down. I'm like, okay, let me let my guard down and enjoy the sets. It was so funny. I went to HHN Hollywood. Like, I went last night or the night before, and I was with my friend, and he's like, you don't really like look up. And I was like, oh. He was like, wasn't that beautiful? And I was like, I think it was beautiful. I was just kind of looking at the floor the entire time.
Oh man.
But it was beautiful.
I
mean, it was
did see
good.
you do that though, where like you look around and you're like, oh wow, oh no, and then they jump right out at you. Like, you try, you really are.
You do try. Cass does too.
I do. But anything else for Hatchet and Chains that stood out?
Bullet holes,
The
skinny
train,
horse,
The main
train.
Projection.
the train, the main characters look great in that house, in my opinion. I don't know. I think that's about it for that one. It's a good house, though.
Yeah, it's pretty high on my like redo list. When we finally did all of them, that was the first one. I was like, let's go back and do that one.
Yeah, we pretty much started over and just skipped one or two that we didn't want to do again.
The next one was Dolls Let's Play Dead.
Yes.
Nene
one of
loved
my
this one.
faves. Love,
Really?
love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's more personal preference. I don't know if you guys caught it, but the transition music sounded like the Rugrats transition music. It was very much, it was sort of giving like ba ba bing 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 bing. But
Glasgow
loved
Supo, so happy right now. That was Mark
Yes!
Mothersborough is listening. So proud of your recreation.
It was giving
So good.
Rugrats mixed with Toy Story Land in the best way
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah,
Now I
Like,
understand why
like the
Nene
Midway
likes it so
Mania
much.
cue.
yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. And the buttons,
It's-
that was so fun.
It's great. There was one of the dolls that was like had like a half melted face. I like that scare.
Well, a lot of them had half melted. Was
Oh,
that
no,
the
this one
scent?
this was the one that jumped out and said it hurts and screamed at me, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Was that the scent they were pumping in? Was
It was
melted
like plastic.
It was
yeah,
like,
melted
yeah.
plastic.
Mhm.
The silhouette was pretty cool too.
Very
if,
new
if you saw
scent.
that.
What silhouette?
The girl, like the little girl that's like doing the damage
Well,
to
we
the
saw
dolls.
like a giant screen of her face looking in a dollhouse window.
So scary.
No, my favorite part was the part that I don't think anyone even noticed. We walked through an easy bake oven at one
Oh,
point.
we did.
And
We
it goes
totally did.
ding.
That is so fun.
Wait, was this the one? This is the one that had the buttons to push too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
There's
got
3?
2 of them. There's 3. I got 2 of them.
What do they do?
Oh, the first one is the rat tickler.
Oh, this is the one with the dead rat at the end, and I
Yeah.
screamed.
And and then I forget what the rest of them are. I just remember like I think it was Candace was like pointing at it and
This
like
is why I didn't like the house. I took it
discussing-
personally.
discussing what to do with the button, so I just slapped it real quick, and that's
Yeah.
how we started hitting the buttons. Yeah,
No,
of
I
course
was
you
mad.
took it personally.
I was mad.
Dead giant rats.
I mean,
First Rizzo, now this.
Doesn't it like jump out at us or something too?
Bad year for it was dead. What do you mean does it jump out?
I thought
Maybe
there was a
earlier.
part where something.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
earlier there
yeah,
is. Yeah, he's alive at the beginning.
yeah.
He's very dead at the end. That's why I cried.
Alicia has a vendetta now against dolls.
No, this is why we didn't redo this house.
Boo.
This house was okay for me. I didn't like it as much as the other houses. I think the person standing dressed as a doll and then moving all of a sudden kind of got thin a little bit for me. It kind of happened a lot in that house, but it was a cool house.
It suffers from that bright house problem where it's hard to be scary when you're in a very bright room.
That makes sense, actually, looking back.
Also, I realized that, I love RIP, but the one thing about RIP is that a lot of times you kind of miss the facades, especially if the facades are like far removed from the actual house. So this one, if I'm not mistaken, had a big facade that we did not see, right? Because we went the back way.
Yeah, we kind of came in the side entrance. We saw it for the Hatchet and Chains, but this one we kind of missed it. What was it?
I don't know. It looked huge though. Like I saw the backside of it and it looked like there was like projections.
Oh.
Maybe I'll try and see if I can see it this weekend just to make sure. I don't remember seeing the front of the house.
Yeah, I don't think we did. We kind of came in the side entrance. But yeah, it's funny how Nene's favorites are my least favorites.
I think so too.
That is very interesting.
I mean, it's just personal preference, I guess. Like,
Totally.
Because they're not bad. They were all pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. It's just like, I think I have like a tie-in with children's toys.
I also think there's a little bit of everything for everybody. So, like, as you guys are seeing right now, this is one of Nene's top houses, and I'm kind of like on this bottom end for me, but everybody likes the house. So, in some way.
It was very much giving like, I don't know, was it giving sort of like Sid's toy creations at some point?
Oh, yeah, very much. Yeah. Very much.
Or at least the torture part of it.
Sure.
What was the next house?
Gulkin, Monsters of the North.
Oh, I like this one a lot.
So fun.
So good.
This is one where now we're a week removed, and I actually think this might be like the best house.
I think it's one of the best for me, but I really enjoyed that house. And I like that it was cold, and they did a good job of keeping a tent cold.
Wait, was it cold?
It was pretty cold.
It wasn't cold enough. The sound stages can get so much colder.
Yeah, the sound stages, obviously. For a tent, they did pretty good.
But this one had everything. I want to do like a Stefan joke. This house has everything. A Burning Man ritual, a giant monster. You walk into its rib cage.
So good.
Wolves.
It's so good. Yeah, they had me at Nordic. So
it's like the Trolls type house, like a lot of the parallel without the comedy, but it felt like the Trolls house to me.
Yeah,
the Goblins.
Yeah.
Goblin
it did
Feast,
feel like that.
where it has like the Nordic symbols and the weird like there was gemstones for no reason and a giant thing you walk into. It's just missing someone at the end to go, the food is escaping. Like it's a couple jokes away from being very similar, but I liked that it was like, I don't know, it's just different. I like that it was different.
I like when they have the central pieces for you to like circle into, like the fire in this case. And I when they have, I like the way they did this one, that big monster version of whatever Gulkin or whatever.
Yeah, the final form of the
final
Gulkin.
form was great, and I like that. I like that it was cold at that point. I was getting warm, so
I love it when a maze layout is unique in like you kind of see the next scene before you come to it. Does that make sense? Where like there's certain like roundabout moments where like, oh my gosh, there's like a giant fire and we're not there yet, but it almost feels like we're in the same room and you're meant to see what's coming. And it's almost daunting in a way. I feel like there was a lot of like very creative maze layouts this year. And also it weirdly felt like we were in Isle of Berk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Like it very felt like
Viking.
a little epic university, which I was like, okay, this is fun.
Yeah, the set design was really good, and it had, especially for like a tent house, it didn't have like any seams the way that like Dolls does. No offense, because the lights are on. This one had really good lighting control and set design to the point where it looked good from every angle. And
they had a good mixture of levels for scares too, like upper, like up above you, and then like from the sides, so you really didn't know where stuff was coming from. I like that too.
Supposedly they added more wolves. I don't know if you ever looked behind you, but there was 2 wolves up really high, animatronic wolves. I think there's at least one more wolf now, supposedly.
I'm since good we with went. More wolves. Good with more wolves.
But no, any house that ends with us entering inside of a giant thing and seeing its insides,
Oh
like
my
its
god.
beating heart. Why? Who cares why? This is just how we're going to end this house. They're going to walk through its innards.
There were a few houses this year where we're dodging intestines that were hanging down.
Yeah, they really went all out on the hanging intestines this year. I started hitting Jen in the head with one of them at one point.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
Just bop,
funny.
bop, 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 bop.
That's
They
great.
felt so squishy.
They did. They felt weird.
But yeah, this was such a good house, and I don't think I appreciated it the first time around, but it was such a good house that when we went to Fallout, I was so disappointed because it was the next one we did, and Galkin was like blew it out of the water, I think.
Fallout was next. I like the facade and setup for Philly a lot, and I like the roasted iguanas thing. That was pretty funny.
It definitely felt like a hey, remember this? If you've seen the show.
It definitely didn't. It felt like the house this year that wasn't really supposed to be that scary. Like it was just supposed to be like, here's the show. Remember this? Like you just said. I think that's how it feels. But some of the sets are great. Just overall kind of like middling of the road kind of house for me. But
well, the two scariest scenes that they chose from the show, because I do think there was two more they could have chose, but the two scary scenes they did choose, supposedly they made scarier by making the glass broken now in the supermart. So like the scare actors you can actually see them because that was some very frosted glass.
Yeah.
I feel like
I missed them
that's
the
scare
first
actor.
round. I missed them the first round. I completely didn't even know that there were scare actors
they're
behind
like
there.
there are poor people in there you don't even know are in there. So that's like the scariest thing in the whole run of the TV show, is because they're like full on zombies, and they didn't really utilize them enough in this house, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The far gone ghouls, as it were. I mean, I did love it because I did just watch this show. So I liked seeing something I just watched. Like last year was A Quiet Place. Like I just watched the movie the night before, so it was fresh, and that was like my favorite house because I just watched that. And Fallout, I wanted it to be my favorite house because I just watched it. But like, I don't know, I did get scared by a cockroach the second time around. So I was going to say it doesn't have scares, but you know what? I got scared by a mechanical cockroach, so I'm not one to talk.
You scared a scare actor in this house, didn't you?
I did?
Trying to listen to Snip Snip.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to listen to the Snip Snip robot, and I leaned in, and then Lucy tries to jump out with defibrillator to scare me, and I'm already in her zone, and she had to like jump back. And she's not like scared. She's more like, oh no, I'm going to accidentally touch a guest, and we can't have that. So
That's funny.
I shouldn't have been in her space, but I wanted to hear the voice for Snip Snip. It is not what's his name?
Matt Berry.
Yeah, it did not sound like Matt Berry. He was saying like, this is not going to hurt one bit. Like I was like, nah, it's not him.
That's not Matt Berry.
No, we don't have to pay him though.
Yeah, this house was okay for me. I like set design is off the scale for this house, especially like I said, the Philly facade when you're entering all that. But
I feel like they shouldn't even have tried with that wasteland panorama.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a waste of a try. Like I think if you're gonna do it like a big screen or something. If you're just gonna put up a vinyl wrap, I feel like it's a waste because we can see the top of the shower curtain holder. It's just not worth it.
It would have been cool if it was a screen.
Right,
really
yeah,
cool.
with dust rolling by and stuff and the buildings in the distance, but
or even just like projection mapping of some kind just to make it work a little bit. I don't know, something. Yeah.
Like
something with movement.
Well, there's a screen in Horror Unleashed for the Dust Bowl scene. And I feel like that could have worked perfect. And it's not even that big of a space. This was a huge space, and it was underutilized by putting a big like static printout on the wall.
Yeah, maybe they ran out of budget for that house. There was a lot of stuff in the sets and stuff.
Everything else is so dense in that house.
It's really good.
That it's unfortunate that I feel like this is supposed to be like a big moment, and it'd be better off just putting a bunch. Like, you'd be better off just skipping straight to the Philly scene.
Yeah,
which was so perfectly done.
So good. The Philly walking into Philly was so good. Just the approach.
I did like seeing the ghoul. I think that's what felt like a Western, is him just like chilling.
He tipped his hat to you, didn't he?
He tipped his hat, yeah. I said, I love you, ghoul. And he's like, mm-hmm. Like, you can almost see, like, he can't talk because it's all pre-recorded, I think, for him.
Oh, yeah.
But you could hear him in his brain saying, "Milady." Like, it was very Western.
Oh, man. What was next?
We
What
saw
was
the
next?
we saw
Yeah, I saw
Nightmare
the
Fuel.
show. The show's
Yes.
the show wasn't as good for me as last year, but it was still good. I still like the show.
I don't know. I think this is where I started crashing and I started falling asleep.
Probably.
And I do like this show every year, but it does feel like it is the same show every year. It
But
felt like a repeat
Yeah,
for the first half, and then it starts changing, and then the ending is different, and it's like, okay, now are we done? Are we done with the storyline that we completely wrapped it up?
I think the more I think about it, it didn't feel as much as a spectacle as last year's because there was just so much to see in last year's show. Like everything was always just going
The set
on.
design was good again, just like the
Yeah.
houses. The set design
Yeah.
was good this year.
And I missed the lady that did the stunts by hanging with it by her hair. I like that part of that show
Ooh,
last
yeah,
year a
that
lot.
was-
She
Yeah,
was
but
great.
the aerobatics had 2 or 3 people this time, so
Oh
that's
yeah, it was
different.
great. It was good. I want all of the things.
Like literally the best part was Cass literally leaning in and being like, "There's no way you don't think that woman is hot." And I was like, "No, she's really hot." Like I'm having there's a lot of male thoughts happening inside my brain right now.
Oh my god.
Brief second of changing teams.
That's how you know it's a good show.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how you know it's a good show. People come out of there with a changed outlook on life.
I was questioning everything.
Reawakening in the opposite direction for about 5
Oh
minutes.
No. Ugh.
Girl.
I have it written down here. We did the scare zone.
Oh.
You know what? We walked through the scare. It's not even a scare. We walked
The
through
club?
the party rave.
Club horror or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun, but it was a waste of a scare zone. I don't like when they do music in that area.
It's not. Yeah. They
It's
need
kind
to.
of weird. Of course you did.
I mean,
Because like, what have we had there in the past? Like, it wasn't anything better, right? Like, what was
the last few years have been photo ops.
No, they did
yeah,
a
it's like
music
photo
one
ops
year
and
too.
vignettes.
Yeah,
But there a few years, not that long ago, there was one that had like the crashed UFO and stuff. Like there's they do scare zones there.
and then they
That's
did
true.
that like metal version of the club thing. They had like that rock metal kind of.
I think the last
Industrial thing.
they've either had music or photo ops the last few years.
Yeah,
It's usually a mini scare zone, and I feel like this year they moved the mini scare zone to Mel's, where like you just get like sort
Yeah.
of like an extra little zone.
Yeah.
that I did like. I like to see that. That was cool.
My favorite scare zone is 3 people walking around in front of Mel's.
Hey, someone offered me a leg to eat, and I was pretty happy about it, but they wouldn't
Right?
give it over.
Shade.
Yeah, don't offer it unless I can have it.
I think the music thing's a good idea. I just don't like it in that spot. They should move it somewhere else where there's not a lot going on.
Is it like they don't put the scare zone in front of the bathrooms? Is that why they can't keep it going
guess.
throughout all of San
Oh.
Francisco?
I guess. I don't know.
Because it is just only right in front of the exit for Fast and Furious. Which brings us to the house that we did there, which was Jason.
This
not,
was-
not Friday the 13th. It is
This-
not called that for legal reasons. We cannot call it that.
Oh, yeah. And they took us through an exit this time to get, instead of the other way, we came out in the courtyard instead of going through the courtyard.
It
So
was
they did the
literally
house
called
backwards.
Jason
Jason
Universe.
Universe.
But the I and the E is a 13. So it's very sneaky.
This was the house that I had the most fun walking through because I was trapped between Cass and Nene and Amy. And I'd never laughed so hard in my life at
All right, settle down.
HHN. It was,
Praying on my downfall.
Yeah.
it was just the end. The end did it.
Oh yeah, the end. There's like 5 scares.
Yeah.
After the last couple of years, I have to say, and I think we said it last year, the Fast and Furious Supercharged house is a good location.
This
Like you'd think it would be bad. And maybe I'm having flashbacks to Earthquake Q years where it wasn't the best location, but it was good this year and last year. They're utilizing that space really masterfully.
This was probably my favorite version of the use of that space with like the little outdoor thing, which we still never got the outdoor woman that was supposed to be pacing out there, but I did see a clip of it.
Oh,
But the
neat.
transition between the 2 queue sections was better done this year too.
Yeah,
I
because
thought.
Josh was saying we have to do it at night. Now I know why. Because you're literally outside in between the 2 halves of the house.
Yeah, it was. I think this is the best utilization so far. I think going through the exit like that was good because you get like the bigger chunk of the house first, and then you get a little area to run through.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Wait. Does that mean Chucky was the worst and the Blumhouse 2-parter was the second worst? Because
I
last
thought-
year's
yeah,
candy
probably.
store was dang
the candy
good.
Yeah, candy store
It was a
was
candy
good.
factory. Yeah.
No, the Candy Factory was great.
That was good.
Yeah, the houses have been good there. I mean, I don't have any complaints about the space.
So yeah, they usually have that outdoor transition, which I remember when it was Blumhouse, they sort of did it in a creative way where they did 2 properties. So they
Yeah.
kind of split it up. Like, when you got outside, it's like, okay, that HHN house is over and now you're getting a second one. It was kind of like
a little breather in between two
little
parts.
breather. But this one was really great because it was so seamlessly done. Like, if it wasn't for the insane weather change, I would have assumed that we were still inside. That's how beautiful it was.
Where they had like a crashed car and another cabin we were entering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
So it was good. But yeah, this one definitely was one where I definitely blacked out like the second half. So that was a lot. I think it was a lot. The last room was a lot for me.
Yeah, it was a whole lot.
I'm intrigued by the lore of the behind the scenes for this house because of the Jason Universe thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jason Universe is like a rebranding of Friday the 13th because they can't use the name because I guess the original filmmakers own it.
Yeah, there's a whole mess with the name.
And then this new company, they still haven't, there hasn't been a Jason movie in like 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
So this house, if anything, is a reintroduction to the franchise to fans. And I love that it's a best of house where you kind of go through a few key scenes from the series, and then the last half is just, and here's every Jason.
All at once, basically.
It's done so... I don't want to say stupid. That's mean. It's done in a Looney Tunes cartoonish way on paper, but in reality, masterfully done.
Yeah. It's like claustrophobic and things are reaching from above you.
Like if I saw that on paper, I'd be like, that is such a silly idea. And then walking through it, I'm like, no, this is the best executed idea I've ever seen. A hallway with all Jasons. It's perfect.
There was parts where I couldn't see because of the smoke. I could not see anything.
It makes it better.
It's so good. Yeah. I'm not complaining. I think they did a great job.
It was pitch black dark for the first part of the hallway. Oh, it was it's such an unusual concept. Like, just here, we have like 14 versions of Jason. Let's have them all jump out.
And you go through the Jason mask to get to the hallway.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah,
that was so
good. Yeah, and then so that hallway, all I heard was Cass and Nene in front of me and Amy is very reactive, even though she doesn't get as scared. But that's all I heard through the whole hallway was the 2 in front of me screaming and yelling and the one behind me screaming. I could not stop laughing. I got out of the exit and I just could not. My ribs hurt.
I think it's because I was expecting it to be like the Halloween house a few years ago where it's like Michael Myers is like everywhere and like he would jump at you and he would jump at you and he would jump at you. And this first half of this house was like that. And I was like, oh, it's not as scary as the Michael Myers thing. And then you get to the second half of the house and it's all different Jasons. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'm okay. I approve now.
They do a bunch of the different Jasons in the first half though, don't they?
It depends on the scene that he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it matches the scene that he's in. When you see him back to back, you start to realize he looks different. But like Michael Myers always looks the same. I think that's the difference here is that Jason actually has like the Jason Goes to Hell and he's like got the like muscles are visible and I'm like, oh, I recognize that one. I saw that movie. No, not those muscles. The literal red tissue of his muscle underneath.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, I've never seen any of these movies, and you're getting me riled up over here.
No. It's like the Hellraiser version of Jason. Like he's de-skinned.
I can do that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna cough.
I love you, Nate.
So what did we do? What was the house after this?
Oh, hold on. We got a scare zone. We went through the toxic waste scare zone. What was that?
Oh, yes. Oh my god,
that was the
so
1920s.
Fun. It was so Roger Rabbit to me because it was 20s, but then it was also like the dip.
Yeah, so it was called Mutations Toxic 20s.
I loved it.
It was the 1920s. A BuzzCon truck spilled with radioactive. That's the same company that did like the bug thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
BuzzCon. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't the Fallout house have a reference to that too?
Did it?
I thought it was just bugs.
No, I think it was. I thought it was that house. Josh.
Was there like just a BuzzCon bug go away machine on the wall?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember though. I thought it was one house. He said that happens in the house. I can't remember which one it was now.
I was. I think I was telling Alicia this that it was kind of like a perfect mixture of bugs and case files. Was that the name of the maze like years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was like such a beautiful sort of like blend of both vibes with like a little hint of Roger Rabbit, and I loved it. Ooh. And I loved
Yeah,
it so much. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a good scare zone.
What's good about it is that it could have a lot of varied, because you could have mutated people, you can have people who just got toxic waste thrown in their face. You could have cops walking around, emergency personnel. It was a good mix of people to create an atmosphere. And New York always has the biggest space, so I'm glad that this one was actually really well done.
I do miss the silhouettes in the windows.
Yeah, but they had the
murderers.
projection mapping of the toxic waste, so that was
Yeah,
cool. And the
that was
glowing
very
green
cool.
windows.
Yeah, that was all very cool. I
Ooh.
just missed the silhouettes. I like watching the random murders show up out of nowhere in the windows.
Did you spot the murderer?
That's exactly why I like it.
Because he might have spotted you. The next house we did was WWE.
Yes. Okay.
Hold
Let's
on.
hear
Let's see.
it.
The actual name is The Horrors of Wyatt
White
6.
6. Yay.
So now I just did Hollywood's last night, and I feel so much more strongly about Orlando's version because Hollywood's, in my opinion, just did not do it for me. I don't know anything about WWE. I don't know anything about this lore. However, I feel like the one thing that I love about Josh is that we're able to like get so much context before we enter the house so that when we start walking through, immediately things start clicking, where I feel like people who don't have Josh don't have that context. So maybe for other people I was hearing it was kind of more confusing for them.
Yeah.
But
not just any tour guide, specifically our tour guide, Josh.
Specifically Josh. Specifically Josh.
You
Well,
need
we've
the
never had
puns
any
to-
other tour guide. Well, I haven't.
Yeah, we have.
You have it.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah, you haven't.
So this is the one thing that I appreciated. Actually, I appreciated many things, but besides like the Wyatt 6 lore, which like is a little confusing to me and I don't really fully understand, I just loved the WWE references. Like I loved walking backstage WWE and seeing like the
Amazing.
checklists and the call sheets and the screens with like different wrestlers on it, because that is one thing that Hollywood completely dropped, did not incorporate at all. There was like
Really? The realistic
zero.
setting?
It was zero WWE for us and only like Wyatt 6 universe. So it was very much just like swamp vibes. Whereas in Orlando, even from the facade, you just entering and all the different hallways and corridors, it was backstage WWE, which I think, in my opinion, I love like a tie-in to, I don't know, something that like we just know and love and exists out in the world.
What was with the kids show like set?
That has to do with their lore, I believe.
Yeah, I have
Well,
no
I
clue.
imagine, but it was cool. It was a little break because it was like there was multiple sets, and then you return back to like WWE backstage.
Yeah,
after
I would
venturing
say
out
that
into other lore.
I would say that like I could feel that it wasn't necessarily for me, but for the WWE fans, like it felt like it would be emotional for them. And I did see a TikTok of someone like crying, like coming out of the house, like being like, "That was the greatest thing ever."
Josh telling us what the lantern represents him in particular. I would never have guessed that. So I'm glad that I had that knowledge going in there. But all the characters are really interesting, and like Mr. Bunnyface is scary. Like they're scary characters when they're coming at you with a giant like mallet or whatever. So it worked. It wasn't my favorite house because I have, not only do I not have any emotional connection to it, as cool as it is to walk backstage WWE, it gets that bright house vibes where I'm not scared because I'm in a very bright environment. So it suffers from that, but it was cool to walk around. I liked it better than Dolls in that respect, that it did feel like it felt real, like a real like setting.
Which, by the way, are you picking up on the trend of me liking the bright houses more because I feel more safe?
I'm starting to realize the reason I don't like a house is the reason you do. Like you feel safer. You can see around the corner.
Exactly.
I want all the seams hidden, so I want it nice and dark and well lit with controlled lighting.
It's funny.
I'm like, I don't feel like I'm gonna die. Like I feel like I'm just backstage WWE. Like, and I can actually appreciate the sets and not feel like I'm about to like collapse on the floor.
There was really good media integration, though. There was like one room with like 27 monitors, all with their own individual screen media that was very well choreographed, that I was impressed by. So like, even though it's not my favorite house, I still appreciate the details.
Yeah.
I like the masks.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all I got. I think it's really well done. And as someone who used to really be into wrestling and can see how somebody that's really into like the Wyatt 6 would really enjoy the house, it just was kind of not for me. It made me think of other things that were not the Wyatt Six or the WWE, to be honest, because of the way the masks look. But it was probably my least favorite house, but I could totally see why people love it. So I'm happy for them. I'm glad they did it.
Woohoo! All right, what was next?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh,
Yippee!
this I liked a lot.
This is one of those ones where it's like really feels like you're walking into the movie and not like
Yeah.
Fallout where it's like, here's stuff you remember from the show. This was like, here's the movie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
for those that don't know, these are all Henson puppets, right?
Henson animatronics and puppets.
And puppets,
Because some were
yes.
standalone.
So good. They're great. They worked really well. The puppets look so good. I really enjoyed this. And
There was a
Cupcake is
couple moments that I
adorable.
was actually like, oh, that's actually kind of scary. But for the most part, I was just appreciating the technical wizardry of their existence.
I was just walking through talking to him. I was like, no, Foxy, no. I really like Carl, or what the fan calls the Cupcake, Carl, and I guess he's always credited as Mr. Cupcake. Or
He's just Cupcake.
He's all of the three, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's adorable, and I don't like that he's the most menacing in the movie, but he's adorable. I want one.
That front room is
Yeah.
bonkers. Literally.
The
Did you
Chuck E.
get to
Cheese
do the
rooms.
Hollywood one?
I have not yet. I'm going to
Oh,
this
okay.
evening.
Okay.
I've
But
seen it.
yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But
Yeah,
Orlando is
the-
amazing.
Yeah, we have all three characters on stage and a full stage.
Even a secondary stage that someone runs out of. On
It's
the
kind
side.
of weird. It's kind of weird that like, so I understand us not getting, I mean, I honestly don't really understand us not getting the two other figures. I mean, John Murdy said it was because of money and it was more expensive, which I don't know. I feel like being HHN and being such an insanely huge event, like when someone is like, we can't afford that. That's just like, whoa, okay. Didn't really think that was possible. But I do think that even without us having the two figures, it was weird that like, okay, y'all couldn't put tinsel behind them. Like,
Right.
we didn't even get
have,
like,
not
yeah,
even the
like,
shiny
that's-
background. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
literally 99 cents. Like, just like make the background not like just look like a red curtain.
I
don't
mean,
know.
I
Anyway,
have
we'll see.
opinions. I feel like if you're not able to do the full scene, don't do the scene.
Yeah.
Do the same room and have like eyes glowing behind a curtain or something. Like do a
Hmm.
tease. Don't
Mhm.
do the full, because that's such a big reveal. You walk in and all three are on stage. To just have one on stage and then the rest of the stage obscured by fake curtains feels empty. Like even if you did still have the one animatronic, have like a curtain swing open and he leans forward and then he leans back. Like do a little sneaky
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, something.
So this is where I'm coming from. I have two alternatives as to how Hollywood could have done it better. First of all, in the lore and in the movies, isn't it a whole thing like the animatronics just like disappear and go missing? Like sometimes you look and they're just not on stage. Like why couldn't
More
we
or
just
less.
have two empty spots instead of like all those curtains?
That's what the curtains are making it worse
The
looking.
curtains are making it worse. Or fine, if you're going to keep the curtains, you know that one scare that was in the middle of Orlando's maze where it's just like his hand just like kind of comes out.
Yeah.
Like do that with the curtain. Like you could have
Right.
done like you could have
If
had like
that-
a little
if-
chica hand or something. The cupcake come
It's
out.
possible those figures cost as much as an entire other house. So
Right.
don't build the one. Have an arm coming through the curtain and save
Yeah,
that money
something.
too. Like, you don't spend it
Damn.
at all.
I gotta say though, it wasn't. I'm not saying it's my favorite facade of the night, but the facade to the entry room.
Yeah, the
it
first
was-
scene. Yeah,
The first scene, that combination is probably my favorite all night. That facade. To
the
that
scale
scene.
of the actual
So
Fosbear's entrance, and then walking into the space, making sense with
And-
the facade.
Yeah, so good.
And there's that little like right when you enter the facade, you kind of have to look to your left and to your right because there's that little lobby with the
Yeah.
monitor of the girl sort of doing the like introduction on the
training,
video.
yeah, the security
training.
training.
security shit. Yep.
And the carpet,
So good.
the roller room
The
carpet.
arcade
Carpet.
carpet.
Oh my God.
There's stacks of tokens everywhere in there, and pizza
I
sitting
love
out.
it.
So
the
I wish
red
it
good.
smelled like
cups.
pizza. I wish it smelled
Yeah,
like pizza. That was the only thing
that
where I
was
was
a
like,
missed
they could have come to
opportunity,
smell
yeah.
here.
I think
So
the kitchen
good.
scene was actually scary. Was that Chica in there?
Yes.
I think it was Chica. Yeah, and then Carl
That
comes out
kitchen
of the
scene,
fridge.
the kitchen scene had a bunch of good actual. Just kind of creepy to see, because I don't even know if it was animatronic or puppet, but it was staged in a way that I was like, oh, that's actually scary. If you get it timed just right, the scares were actually really good. But the first time we did a run through, I was catching the end of everything. Like there's one guy who gets attacked, and there's a real human, and I kept seeing him leave. Like I kept seeing the light turn off.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want to watch.
Yeah, I got to see those scares. You must have seen them right after I got through
Yeah,
them.
I was getting the tail end of everything. But then we went through a second time, and I was like, oh no, that's actually terrifying when the light comes on and there's a person being attacked. So
The other room that I really loved was the like storage room with the arcade games and the screens were actually on.
Yes.
So
Yes.
fun.
And they made the screens look like actual, like they took the time to program something that looked like an actual, like the video games or film something.
Yes.
and the open mask with the little spinny drill
I
thing.
was going to talk about
It was
that.
good.
You
It was
watch
good.
that and it spins, and then the shows on the screen. Something happens to somebody that puts their face in the mask. It's like a silhouette projection. It's so good. Oh, that room is so good. What was it, Foxy, that runs at you? Like when you're walking toward it, it comes to life.
There's two. There's
I
two that have a
know-
running hallway.
I found it. I know
One was Foxy.
and the other one is the bunny, right? The
Yeah.
rabbit. Yeah, those are great. Those worked really well with the puppets.
Yeah, because the first time I thought they were animatronic on a track, but then I realized it's a person dressed in black behind them actually running up. That's how they were able to get that speed.
Yeah,
That's a lot of work all night, pushing that giant heavy metal animatronic body forward and then pulling it back over and over again.
Yeah, you can barely notice the people too. They did a really good job of like the way they lit things and everything. It's really great. Oh man, I love those puppets. That house was fun.
That house definitely was expensive.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to enjoy because I'm like looking around going, this is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of animatronics and figures. This is
So
insane.
worth it though. Thank you for doing that house. It was so worth it.
Well,
and
that
fun.
brought in probably a ton of new business that are
yeah.
going to keep going to Halloween Horror Nights for years to come. I mean, I went my first year when I was like 14, 15 years old.
Mhm.
And I'm sure everyone else just did during this
Yep.
event.
And they had all that Roosevelt's merch out too, like the jacket and some of the shirts from Five Nights. So it was good. I'm probably bringing all kinds of people in there. Like Amy was buying stuff just for her kids.
Oh, Nene, you're so right. Why didn't it smell like pizza?
Yeah, it should have smelled like pizza. Now I want
that
pizza.
was the only thing where I was like, but then in my head I was like, well, maybe it's not supposed. It's like an abandoned restaurant, right?
Yeah,
so
it is
maybe they're
abandoned.
not cooking pizzas right now. But they had
What, did they
pizzas
abandon it
on
with
the table.
pizza sitting out? Yeah, there's pizza there.
Then it would have smelled like mold, right? But it still would have been nice to smell pizza.
Well, I feel like there's a time jump. Like we're kind of seeing it in its heyday for the one scene, only because of tokens and pizza sitting out.
Yeah, maybe. Or it could have just been abandoned that way. I don't know.
We're experiencing a flashback at the beginning of the movie. He even
and the
says the line,
booths.
it was busy in the 80s, remember? It was popular in the 80s.
Just the layout of that room was so fun. They have like a booth to the right, and then you have to kind of like wrap around another booth to the left, and they have like the almost like where it looks like stained glass of like the characters on the furniture.
So
I love
good.
that room. I love that room. So
Yeah,
much.
a lot of detail.
Safe to say we like this house.
It was fun.
What was next?
El Artista, A Spanish Haunting.
Oh, this was my
I
favorite.
mean, come on.
This was my favorite.
Let me ask the audience. It was number one. Was it not?
It was my favorite.
Alicia?
We
The silence is deafening.
I
know.
think it's my favorite. It's hard to have a favorite. Yes. Okay. You know what? Yes, it's my favorite.
even on
It's the
set
best.
basis alone, it was my
Yes.
favorite.
On the design work and the idea, and also the concept and execution. It's got a lot going for it. Like it's someone because I thought I would be annoyed by the narration, but it's actually just like sprinkled through enough that I wasn't totally annoyed by it. But the story of like, was he like losing his mind,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's all consumed by it at the end and all wrapped into it.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy writings on the wall, like it is a good slow burn, which you don't usually get on Halloween Horror Nights.
And it is a lot of set work. I just seeing the house when we walked in the facade, I was like, holy, I can't say
The
that.
scale,
'cause,
the scale.
Yeah, it was so good.
I think that, I mean, obviously, like I can always appreciate an HHN house that isn't just, okay, like wall to your left, wall to your right, and it's almost like you're just running through a maze. When they
Mhm.
play with the set design and it just feels like it felt like I was a toy in a giant, like, Polly Pocket house where we're in the same house, but there's different rooms and different levels, but the rooms all connect. Like the flying guy, he can
Yeah,
enter
yeah.
multiple rooms with
Mhm.
his, like, little track.
And we kind
I
of
don't
went
know, it was
inside and back
amazing.
outside. Like we went to a garden and then back
Oh my
inside to
gosh,
the house.
yes, the
So
the
good.
conservatory.
Yeah.
So wonderful. It was solid.
It had one of my favorite HHN mirror scares is when it looks like they're way down the hallway, but they're actually right next to you. And that the little girl scare did that, and it was awesome. She's great.
Oh yeah, a different house did that this year too, which was insane. But
we didn't get there yet.
Yeah.
The second time we went through that house, I paid a lot more attention to the paintings and the artwork on the wall, and they also are part of the story, obviously. But they're really well done. It's really cool as far as the story goes. You can see the dementia and craziness start to come out in the art. It's really cool.
What are the scare actors in this one besides the guy?
There's the little girl.
His monsters that he's like sort of envisioning and drawing, right?
Okay.
There's the woman that kind of glows in all white. And you can actually,
there was like the LED RGB light up demon in this one or whatever it was, the ghost.
Yeah. But the lady, I remember we walked through, and there was a part with glass, and you can kind of see her through that, and she looks more ghostly through the glass, and then you pass her again, and like she's like right there. And they had the statue that comes to life in the conservatory or the garden. There was the gargoyle that flies over that Nene was talking about that goes into two different rooms.
Yeah, I like that it's in two different scenes. That was good.
Yeah,
I like that little courtyard in general.
Yeah, it's really cool. That house is really cool. Yes.
Yeah, the house, seeing the whole house, walking into it. Yeah, it was. I don't know, like Dead Man's Pier.
Yeah,
was like the first time we really got blown away by this style of like
right.
A new kind of house where the set design is a character essentially, and this is very much in that same vein. And Galkin was too.
Yeah.
This one tells a story in a way that like Dead Man's Pier was more vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
This would actually feel like a full story at least. And I did like that, but I still like the Pier one better.
I like the Pier. I like Dead Man's Pier slightly more, but this house was really amazingly done. I really liked it a lot. Like I said, I enjoyed it just for the sets. So
I kept looking at him wrapped up in like I don't know what they were, vines or whatever at the end. Or intestines the ceiling. And I kept thinking like, is everyone not looking at him? Because there was like a scare happening off to the side. We went through 3 times, and the first 2 times I kept looking at him up in the air, and I'm looking at everyone else and everyone's not looking at him. The third time I'm like, all right, what's everyone looking at? And there was actually a really good scare on the ground. And I'm like, okay, I see. You all are looking at the thing that's actually moving and not just the dead guy on the ceiling.
Didn't they also have a water fountain effect situation here in this maze? Or am I tripping?
No, there was a water fountain. There was
a fountain that was actually dribbling water in the center of the outside courtyard area. Yeah.
Right. Which I love.
It had a little water dribble.
Like too. I loved it. This was my number one for sure. Like confirmed. Yeah, it feels very solid to be my number one.
I thought it was my number one, but then after a week, I'm like, Galkin?
No.
I think it's good. I think it's a good sign that you're like not sure, because just shows the level of the houses, in my opinion.
Driving home, I thought it was Hatchet and Chains. I'm like, I want to go through it again.
You were all about that house when we left.
I don't know what it is about it.
It's
Cowboys
fun.
are reassuring. They're comforting.
Oh man. Well, one of them's a demon that's just been
I don't know.
Teams,
I don't know what it is. The Ghoul and Hatchet and Chains. Like I'm all about cowboys that night.
Just changing from furries. Sorry.
Well, I was still distraught about the giant rat, so I can't.
What was the next house we did?
Terrifier.
Oh, this house is so fun.
Terrifier is so good.
This has the mirror effect that scared that Jesus
killed
out of
me.
Cass and Nene.
All right, I'm going to be real with you. This is one of those situations where if I'm being real, maybe this is the best house.
Okay. I was so scared for what you were about to say.
Whether or not it's my favorite, I feel like undeniably this was the best house this year.
Yeah, they did a lot of great work in this house, so it might not be my favorite, but it's definitely a really
you
well
saw
done
all
house.
The movies. You've even seen like the ones that aren't Terrifier that have Art the Clown in them.
Yeah, the shorts. They're not the same actor though, so they're not quite as good.
Oh, they don't count then. I've never seen a single stitch of things, and almost in a way, I liked it more because I only know Art the Clown as this fun character roaming around Halloween Horror Nights, and
yes.
Like he drove by dressed as Santa at one point while we're waiting in line for something.
He does that in the movies too. He dresses as Santa. Like he's not. It's weird because in the movies he's actually kind of funny and like playful, but he's also just a murderous clown. So
Well, that's what he was here. I got the vibe.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, we're good. The mirror scare that scared. And I waved at him
Oh
and
my
then pointed
God.
behind me and he got them. And
Is that the one with the backward sign, which is
Yeah,
very clever to
so
hold a
good.
backward sign so the mirror looks not like a mirror?
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
it's
waved.
clever.
It was good.
My favorite thing in an HHN house ever is when they incorporate Christmas. Like that is
Yeah.
my
yeah.
favorite. So that was, I think, probably my favorite part of the whole maze. That and Clown Cafe for sure.
I just got
Yeah, Clown
Clown
Cafe was
Cafe
with
out
the
of
music
my
playing.
head.
So good.
And like just having a scare actor whose entire job is just to like reach out. Would he have ice cream or something in his hand?
Something like that.
That's all he did was just like,
Yeah.
boop, just popped out. That's it. He goes back in.
Now I'm gonna get the song stuck in my head again.
No, I like the Christmas scene a lot. Although it was like, wasn't that one coming out of the bathroom scene?
Yeah, I think so.
I
the
plugged
Christmas
my
thing.
nose both times we went through the bathroom scene.
The
I just
bathroom
like,
didn't smell that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I smelled it. It wasn't strong because they don't want it to permeate the whole house. They had that
Yeah.
problem with a house like 7 years ago, and
Yeah, I
they're
had
not
that
doing it
problem
again.
I had that problem with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh yeah, that one was roasted meat and poop.
Yeah, it
and the
was
whole
great.
house smelled like it.
Yep.
This at least was only in the one. I didn't even smell it the first time. I smelled it the second time because I let myself breathe once, and I'm like, no, it's in here. It's definitely in
It
here.
is.
It's
It's
just
not that
weak.
bad,
It was
though.
just weak because
Yeah.
that stuff will get stuck in my nose for a whole week.
HHN gets stuck in my nose for a whole week.
Yeah,
That sweet
the next day.
smog kind of smell.
The next day, I kind of missed the default scary smell they use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The, like default. This is now you're in a haunted house because it smells scary in here. Like I kind of
The
missed
spirit
it.
Halloween plastic.
Like the actual scent they pump in. That's like I can't even explain it. It's just like it mixes with the
Yeah.
plywood and the fog.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna
right. Just right.
It kind of smells a little sweet, a little bit like plywood, and a little bit like whatever that is.
Yeah.
That's what I smell for like a week after.
It's like a spice. It's like if autumn spice was murdering you. It's what the houses smell like.
Perfect. On plywood. You're getting murdered on plywood and
It's
autumn
like
spice. It's
pumpkin
great.
spice latte, but from the devil.
Oh my gosh. All right, what was the next house?
No, we didn't really talk about
I
Terrifier.
know.
It's
I know. I was
It's what the Chucky house wanted to be a couple years ago.
Yes, that's a good call.
Like where it's just a series of vignettes from the films, but except done right.
I think it's probably easier though too, because Chucky's like the little doll, and this art's at least like a human playing something. So
all these characters playing art were playful in a way that, and I realize now that they're all different actors, and yet I believed it to be one continuous person. So they did an amazing job.
They did a really good job. Our interaction before too was great too, and Cass was terrified. It was hilarious.
the little lounge before we started. Popped in. Yeah,
that was fun. Yeah, I love Art. He's fun. He's silly and goofy when he's not murdering you.
Should I
so just
not
keep
watch
that
the
part.
movies, or should I only watch the second one? Is the first one not good?
There's no plot really in the first one. The second one gets a little more plotty, and the third one kind of backs off and kind of does like a half and half of the first and second.
Okay, so I only watched the second one. God, it's like Evil Dead.
It's like really long though.
Just watch the second one. It recaps enough.
Yeah, and the little pale girl shows up in the second one, which Cass was watching the second one. I got a text and she goes, "What is that thing? I don't like it."
We had one more house. It was the Grave of Flesh, which I get the sense is everyone's least favorite.
No, I really like this.
Okay, good.
There's things I really like about this and things that I'm kind of mad about on this house.
The beginning of it and looking up and seeing the open grave that we are now walking into.
So good.
That was so cool.
It was worth it just for that alone.
Yep,
and the smell of grass.
And the smell of grass, I was going to say. And the dirt later even was pretty kind of fun smelling. I liked entering the cemetery. I like seeing the grave. I liked some of the set work when we were underground, but the things that scare, the demons or whatever, they were not scary at all.
Oh, I thought they were pretty good.
I thought they were cool looking, but they didn't terrify me in any way. I was like, this is kind of meh. I liked walking through it.
I like when Universal at Halloween Horror Nights isn't afraid to do something esoteric and unusual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the idea of like, this is your grave, you just died, and what it's like to die is apparently to just keep going deeper and deeper into a ever-changing like landscape of dirt. It's the same. It's like it's one of those things where like they do the same room over and over again in a house and it gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the point where like the walls became skin, I think at one point. I wish we had done it a second time, but like
glowy.
It was like very Cronenberg, like we were all the new flesh. Like it was just, it starts so normal. Like this is our grave here. We're underground. There's like worms, and then it becomes more and more like unusual. And I like a psychological house like that, where it's trying to break you down into like not feeling normal anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool stuff in there. Definitely not my least favorite, but and I do want to encourage them to do more weird stuff like this because I like it. But yeah,
I could see how it'd be repetitive for folks.
It was very repetitive.
You turn a corner, and I think Jen said it was like that one Stranger Things house.
Oh,
where it's just the tunnel underneath.
Yeah,
over and over and over again.
That's kind of what it felt like about halfway through. I was like, okay, I get it. We're in a tunnel.
Yeah, but the tunnel's getting weirder. Don't you see?
It is.
See the vision?
Weren't there like roots glowing at some point or something like that?
Yeah, it started to get glowy.
That's how you know it's trip from the ET.
Right. It was like from a sci-fi point of view, if you start to enter a black hole, time slows down to the point where it's infinite and you are constantly still entering the black hole and being stretched for all of eternity, never ending. And I felt like that's what it is. Like you're dying and you see the grave and then you continue to die forever, but it slows down and gets weirder.
I just want to let the record show I did not make a single joke through all of that explanation. Yeah.
It's the opposite of going toward the light. It's going toward the black hole. So, wait, how did it end though?
I don't even remember. I just kind of zoned honestly. Out.
I have to watch a POV because I'm getting mixed up with Galkin where you end in a ribcage.
No.
I could have sworn like you end through a body of something.
You probably
like a demon or something.
You probably do.
This is what happens when we don't do a house twice.
It's a lot of hallways.
They're not hallways. They're grave.
They're caverns.
Grave caverns. I also have things we wrote down. We did scare zones. There's like the statue scare zone. That's not really a scare zone. It's like
I mean, there was some scare.
The table of contents.
Yeah.
That was the joke. It was the table of contents for this year's event. The masquerade ball in Hollywood
ties to the El Artista house, right?
I think they all tie to the artist.
I didn't quite get the connection. I was like trying. I know Josh was like telling us, and I was like trying to look out for it, and I was not getting it.
It's supposed to be the ballroom of the house at a different time period, like it's multiple layered time periods of the house, I believe. Yeah,
that didn't read.
The gargoyles and the concrete man in the statue scare zone. I think he had rebar sticking out of his face. That was good.
I think that's part of the El Artista house too.
Well, the gargoyle was.
Well, I think the whole courtyard area is supposed to be part of it.
He's rebar.
He's rebar. The rebar was great. You're right.
No, the masquerade had some like those are little like stages with vignettes or whatever. They had great costumes.
Yeah, they look great.
But no, the best scare zone is just the people walking around in front of Mel's dying, carrying platters of feet. Yeah, that was the best scare zone.
Roller skating.
I'm kidding, of course. The best scare zone is the cat lady of Crooked Lane.
Of course.
Cat lady! Oh
Wait,
even though we didn't get scare actors in the little scare actor booth thing, but we did go through it all.
Because we walked through it during the daytime when it was raining and there was no one there. But when we walked through it at nighttime to go redo all the houses, of course, the jack-o'-lanterns and the trees look amazing, which is like the third time we've had that in Central Park. It should always be there every year. It's good. The cat costumes are really good. They're giving like Cats, the Broadway musical meets Halloween Horror Nights. And then the cat lady herself was putting on a show.
Yeah, the little show was great. And the little graveyard of dead cats next to her house is fun.
But I think that was my favorite scare zone as an actual scare zone. But I like the scare actors in front of Mel's just for the fun of it.
Yeah. And
it also felt so layered, like because the scare zone is so big. The first half of the scare zone is just kids trick-or-treating. So there's like no cats. And then when you get closer to the house, that's when you get no kids. But instead there's just cats roaming everywhere.
Yeah, and those scare actors were owning it. They're like just crawling around being cats.
Mm-hmm. So good.
Transforming kids into cats is weird.
I don't know. Have you ever seen the Sleepwalkers from Stephen King?
Yeah, cat people.
All right. We went and redid all the houses except for Dolls and Grave of Flesh. And we did El Artista a third time. I think it's the only one we did 3 times.
And then we did food.
Yeah, so the food.
We did the foods.
I did the fried pickles with the buffalo dip, and it was I I'm going to be haunted by the fact that I didn't buy 2 or 3 more servings of that and take it home and put it in the fridge because that was so good.
And then you got the mozzarella stick, and halfway through, Josh and I were both like, you should be dipping that in the buffalo dip thing.
I don't know why that didn't cross my mind sooner.
It worked, though. It tastes good.
It was so good.
Nene, what did you eat? Did you try anything else besides what we had at the beginning?
I had the fried carrot cake, and then I had the, was it Terrify? Was that at the Terrifier booth? It was the popcorn chicken. So it was like the popcorn box, with the chicken and the popcorn and the like
the blood splatter.
Yeah, the marinara sauce splatter.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I think that like I picked out all the chicken and then just sort of like ate the popcorn until I got full. And then the carrot cake was amazing. You need to share that. I got halfway through and I was like, I can't do this.
I shared it with Amy because I was like, there's no way I'm eating that whole thing tonight, not after all the walking we did. I wished I had a little more of the frosting flavor to it, but it was very, very cinnamony and stuff. I liked it. Carrot cake's my favorite cake, so. And
then, Alicia, you got the Fallout like drink pouch?
The mocktail, the Radaway in the like IV bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's got like ginger soda in it or something, and I'm not the biggest fan of that flavor, and I think that's what it was, but it's also yellow. So like I put it in my mouth, I'm drinking it, and I'm like, oh, it's just medicine. I'm just drinking medicine. Like it has a warning on the back that will like, this is for novelty purposes only. It will not cure your radiation sickness. Like, because it looks so realistic. And I'm like, it tastes realistic. I see why it has a warning. People might think they're drinking medicine.
Oh man.
I had to dump it out and throw it away. It was, no offense. Like it was expertly crafted, and whoever thought, let's make this taste like medicine. Honestly, that's on point. That's on theme. Although I was happy that there was mocktails at every single booth that sold alcohol.
Yeah.
So I was able to get 3 mocktails throughout the night, including one of those Fanta ones with strawberry soda, my favorite. So, and one night though, one stop at the bar, we went to the RIP tour at Lombard's Landing, and she's naming off all the mocktails that they have, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just go to Shirley Temple, and it was the best drink of the night. Just a straight up Sprite and maraschino cherry juice.
They didn't have my Ecto Cooler this year, so I got the other sour, and I can't remember what it was, but it was a werewolf-y kind of can, and it was a really cool can, but it wasn't as good. I was kind of bummed.
Oh. No, Ecto Cooler.
Alicia.
No, Lacto Cooler.
Lacto Cooler, yeah. Sorry.
What, Nene?
You think you could turn the drink upside down so you could bring it in a maze, the pouch, and then you spilling half the drink on the floor?
Okay. It came with a clip that like really, it's a real IV bag clip that cuts it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw it away thinking I was going to drink the whole thing. And then I was like, oh, we got to go to this house, and I haven't drank it all. And I went to, and I was like, wait, no, maybe it doesn't have another opening if I just turn it over, and it just poured right out.
What else did we do?
I think, we did a couple rides, or half of us did Gringotts, and then we did Mummy because we did all the houses to the point of satisfaction, and we're like, let's do a ride.
Yeah, we went through a backstage hallway, which I had never done before, so I was like, okay, this is very interesting. But
at Gringotts, you actually got to go skip even the express line?
Yeah. And then Josh was telling us that if you sit in the last row, and in the very first scene, like just right before they're about to like drop you into the abyss, Bellatrix does like a cute little wave that is only to the back row, that you can only see if you're in the back row and you look backwards.
Yeah, she does a little prissy wave, like it's just for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Nene did the ride too. That's great.
That was fun. Yeah, and then we did that, and then we did Mummy, and I think those were the only 2 rides.
Yeah. I wanted to do Mummy. I haven't done the Mummy in like a year since it reopened.
What?
From its redo.
What?
I go there all the time and I never do Mummy. And I tell you, I was starting to feel like, because I used to ride it so much that when they redid it, I could tell all the minor differences in timing, and it was driving me crazy. And because it's been so long since I've done it, I can't tell anymore. And the timing, either they fixed the timing or it's been long enough that I forgot the timing. See, that's the thing. I ride these rides so much that the tiniest change and I'll notice.
I can't stop looking at the zip ties they use to hold the skin on in the treasure room. That is something I can't stop looking at.
I can't stop looking at the spray of water at the end of the bug scene that happens just after we leave.
I got sprayed with water like in 3 different houses, I think.
There was a lot of water sprays this time. Oh, we didn't talk about the dry path and the wet path on the Terrifier house.
Yes.
Ooh.
We got to the end and Joel was arguing. I think it was with Jen or somebody, and they're like, "Don't go that way." And he's like joking around. And he just went through it, so I just bolted. I think Amy ran behind me too. It's not that bad. You guys did it too, didn't you?
I did not.
Alicia
Both
did not.
times I chose not to because I'm my own person and I will not give in to peer pressure.
Nene, did you do the wet side at all?
I did it the second round, and thank goodness for my wig because I like just hid my face in it and ran through, and it was fun.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Was there at least red lighting to make it look like blood?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it kind of looks like red lining, but it looks more like you're running through like an abandoned hallway kind of vibe. Like the grate you're running on, and there's pipes over your head with leaking water and stuff.
I don't see the point.
I prefer it to the dry side.
The dry side had a really good silhouette, animation showing what's her face cutting the head off of Art, and the wet side's supposed to have a scare actor of her holding the head.
When you get to the exit, she pops out.
Oh, him without a head popped out in between both, so we both sides get that. But I didn't. I heard that she wasn't in there that second run. So if I'd done wet side like everyone else, I wouldn't even have seen her. And then that was the only reason I even wanted to go through it.
Yeah, I saw it the first time. The second time, I don't know. The dry side is a lot of strobe lights. I'm like, this is not as fun.
The dry side has like turns.
Yeah, but it's a lot of strobe lights.
We got more path. I got more bang for my buck. I'm getting more house.
I got wet.
Remember to check out Patreon for the unedited version of the ParkStop podcast. After dark.
You know what it's like when the three of us hang out.
Or the 11 of us.
Yeah, or the 11 apparently. We got our 3-person ParkStop Mafia shot in front of the bear this year.
Oh yeah, I showed that image in the beginning of this podcast. I'm showing it again right now. No, actually, no, I'm not, because we're showing the last logo because we got to say goodbye because it's time to say goodbye.
Did you put the group photo up?
I did at the beginning. This is me projecting myself into editing this tomorrow, and I definitely put that picture up at the beginning of this podcast. So go back to the beginning and rewatch the whole thing.
Thanks, Josh. By the way, you're awesome as usual. We've never had a bad tour guide though.
No, all the guides have been amazing, but I do appreciate Josh going above and beyond, and
it's just the puns.
The puns. He's got really good tips. Like he had great tips to keep us out of the rain. He had good tips for when to see the show. We did not see the fountain show.
We saw part of it from Lombard's while people were going on rides.
We saw the backside of Water Show.
Well, you could kind of see it from the side. I saw some of the projections and stuff. I'm sure I'll see some more of it when you walk around. It definitely
was Ghoulish 2 Electric Boogaloo. It was a rehash of the Ghoulish show we saw several years ago.
Yeah.
Which was good. I liked it. It's just, it wasn't a priority it's hard to get 11 people to agree on something. I was shocked that everyone's like, no, we're good. Let's do more houses.
Period. Yeah.
I'm glad we prioritized food over that, to be honest.
Yeah. And we even did a little shopping trip over that. Everybody it was nice though, because we got more breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we enjoyed our breaks this time. We needed them. We did a lot of walking. Joel got the 5 Nights at Freddy Fazbear pizza with the spaghetti on top.
So weird.
Yeah. I thought about getting it. I know Nene did too, but like after we saw the aftermath of him eating it,
we were like, we literally showed up. We were like, we're actually good. That kind of doesn't look that great.
I was like, you want to skip the show to go get that? That's fine. Have fun, Joel.
He got a bunch of food. He
did.
He had a little party, and I don't think he missed that much, honestly. If he doesn't like that show from last year, he's not going to like it from this year either.
Oh, definitely not. I don't think I would have wasted my time getting that pizza. Oof.
It's the funniest thing. I'm making fun of the Nightmare Fuel show, but like I won't miss it. Like I have to see it every year. It's become a staple now.
It's good.
We're not skipping it.
No, it's a good show. I like it.
Plus, there's like a mandatory break that the tour guide needs to take anyway, so we might as well do it during the show.
Makes it easier for Josh.
Otherwise, we just have a long like bar break, and might as well just sit on our butts and watch a show if we're gonna sit anyway.
Yeah, I like seeing the show anyway. If nothing else, there's always some kind of cool magic or something really cool worth seeing.
I do like magic.
Yes.
Any final thoughts for HHN34?
Definitely go and definitely see all the houses. Definitely good houses.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it's hard to think of what's your favorite because they all were high quality. There's nothing. I don't have anything negative to say about even the ones I don't like. Because even if they're not for me, they were still really good.
Yeah, or I could find a reason why they're really good for somebody else. I can see why. Lots of food this year. It feels like there's a lot more food this year for some reason to me. I
It
don't know
felt
why.
A lot more memorable.
it felt very high budget, like very
Yeah.
high budget. It just felt very expensive. And it's weird because Hollywood doesn't feel as expensive, like high budget this year, but Orlando definitely, I was like, okay.
I
They
feel
were
like
playing.
last year I was almost concerned that with like Epic Universe wrapping up, it felt like they were trying to budget cut certain things that don't matter as much at Halloween Horror Nights, but overall we felt it a little bit, and it was like scare zones. Like this year, to make up for it, they made Central Park Scare Zone keep going in a way they haven't done in like 10 years.
Mhm.
And
Right.
you notice that difference. It really helps it stand out. It's like, okay, they put effort into it in a way they haven't done in years. So like the little things we felt collectively last year, they made up for in like tenfold this year.
I will be going again this weekend coming up, and then again in October.
You know, if you're going again, what is like the thing you're looking forward to the most going back?
El Artista, Terrifier, and Freddy.
Okay.
Those are
I
the
think
ones that
that-
I think that like they just stand out in my mind the most.
I feel like Dolls because we only did it once and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's how I am with Grave of Flesh. Although without you in front of me freaking out, I don't think I'll have the same magic. So I'm kind of glad I only got to do the one. I got to do it the one time when it was a perfect run.
Trust me, you always need an 8 cast in your groups when you go to.
I think
No.
the
So
most fun thing for me is seeing you so scared and jumping all over the place, and the second the house ends and you see daylight and you walk outside, totally normal. You just
I
like
start running.
you stiffen up right into like a normal person. You're like, I'm totally fine, and none of that happened.
I'm like, listen, I gotta lock in. I'm in a mini skirt and a wig. Like I'm not, and
I
we're in
almost
public.
I almost died like 20 times.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're immediately repressing all of the trauma you just experienced.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's all. All right, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.